Who wants just 30 pieces when you can have over 100? We'll discuss when we get back. I'm Tim Johnson. You're watching Shop Tool Reviews. Milwaukee's mechanics hand tools are nothing new here at Shop Tool Reviews, but they continue to expand their envelope in that realm and will continue to bring their new tools. Specifically, this 106-piece set is the kit number 48-22-9486, and it's the 106-piece metric and SAE 3/8 and 1/4-inch drive set. Now, one thing that Milwaukee has done really well is combine two of their great ideas. Now, they've taken their mechanics hand tools that they continue to expand, and they've combined it with their PACKOUT system, which is a proven system that's been in the construction realm now for a few years, as well as it's starting to also impede into that mechanics world, especially that person that's on the go. Now, we're going to not only dive into the features of this 106-piece set, but we're also going to do a little hands-on with this PACKOUT box, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss the pricing, warranties, and anything we think about this. What we have is the Milwaukee Mechanics PACKOUT sets. This is the 106-piece set, and then on top here is the 32-piece metric set that we've already reviewed, but just thought we'd show it in combination with this because they will link together with the PACKOUT system. So we'll unlock that, move that aside, and let's dig into the 106-piece set. Now, before we do so, before we get in depth in what we get here and what we don't get in the smaller kits, and some of the functionality or specifications or even performance of these, is I want to show just kind of how we can use this in the shop. So let's go over, do a little quick DIY, if you will, and show how we can incorporate this into something we already have. Okay, this is a Milwaukee cart that we've had around the shop now for a few years. It really just gets used for all sorts of things because it has a nice work surface here with a gap here where we can clamp to it, and it's just a great all-around cart, as well as utilizing storage for tools and batteries, things like that. But we're going to utilize this with the new PACKOUT system and see how well it works out. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mark out a place for our mounting plate here. So we're going to use the PACKOUT mounting plate to mount our PACKOUT mechanic set onto this box. So I'm going to find just about where I want this, and then we'll actually find center. Okay. It's 20, wow, that's dead on center right there. So that's a good place for me. And let's go ahead and drill that first hole. We're going to go ahead and open this up a little bit because we're going to utilize some nut certs or nut inserts. They're pretty easy to use and they work out really, really well. In fact, from the factory, that's pretty much what these are nut certs, just a different type. Open that up just a touch more. Then we take a 1/4-inch screw, 1/4 inch by 24. By the way, we're going to mount it this way, and yes, it looks like it's upside down, but that's the way I want the locks facing, towards the drawers. There we go. So we've got one in there, and then let's make sure we're even. And I'm going to go ahead and mark all my holes with this 1/4-inch drill bit. Now we can go back to our step bit. One more step. Okay, we got our mounting plate installed, so we can take our 106-piece set and lock it in. Not only that, take our 32-piece set, lock that one in as well. Take it on the go if we need to, and even see how well this works out for us. Guess not too good, huh? So I guess we don't want to open that up while it's still sitting on the side of the PACKOUT. Okay, so that PACKOUT mounting plate is going to work really well with this 106-piece set so that this can be attached to that cart. We can easily get the tools if we need to. We just can't open it while it's on the cart, so good thing to know. Anyway, so let's take a look at seeing what we may get or not get when we go and step up to a 106-piece set versus just buying, you know, the SAE and the metric of the 28 and 32-piece set. And why I say 28 and 32, I believe the metric, which is here, is a 32-piece, and the SAE version of this is only a 28-piece due to your fractional sizes and that sort of thing. Regardless, pretty much the same setup, just an SAE versus metric. But what we get in the 106-piece set, if it's not already completely obvious, is a complete set of SAE and metric 1/4-inch drive. So not only do we get the sockets in 1/4-inch drive all the way up to 9/16 and 15 millimeter, and all the way down to 5 millimeter and even 5/32. So we even go smaller than a 1/4-inch. In fact, 3 sizes smaller than 1/4-inch on the 1/4-inch drive, and we get the 1/4-inch drive ratchet as well as 1/4-inch drive extensions. So we get a, looks like a 3-inch and a 6-inch in the 1/4-inch drive extensions as well. So that's, in a synopsis, what we get that differentiates it from just buying 2 of these smaller sets. And then we also get a 1/4-inch drive universal joint. Now you may look at it and go, well, but I don't get 2 ratchets. And you're right, so we would be shorted basically an extra ratchet that we would get if we bought 2 of these kits. Otherwise, we're just pretty much plus on what we get out of the larger set versus buying the smaller sets. Also, to my understanding, you can't buy the 1/4-inch drive set in a PACKOUT system either, so it only comes in this 106-piece set, as well as this separate little compartment here that holds the 1/4-inch drive and the 3/8 drive ratchet, as well as the universal joint. Now, just like the smaller set, we can pull these out. We can put them in a toolbox if we need to, or we can leave them in the PACKOUT system. But we can easily kind of transfer these out of the box and into a drawer, or just leave it in this case as well. Which what I like to do, even around the shop, is I found these really useful, these PACKOUT systems to kind of carry around from station to station, or throw it in a truck or what have you, to be able to go and do some work and help somebody out, whatever's needed. Now let's talk about sizes. In the 3/8 drive, we have everything from 1/4-inch all the way up to 7/8 in the SAE, and in the metric, we go from 6 millimeter all the way up to actually 19 millimeters. So 6 to 19, no skip sizes. So that's another nice thing in this larger size. We're not doing any skips. So you get the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Thank you, I can count. And no skips on the fractional sizes either. And that's also the case in the 1/4-inch drive. And in case you're curious, yes, we get a 5.5 millimeter as well. So we go from 5 millimeter to 5.5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 millimeter in the metric side. And that's also in the shallow drive as well, the shallow well. And by the way, that's another thing to realize. Even in the shallow well sockets, you still get the square design on the sockets. If you're not aware of that, Milwaukee has developed those square sides for a couple of reasons. Number one, they don't like to roll away. On a countertop or on a toolbox top, on a car, what have you, pretty much going to stop on those flats and you don't have to worry about it. You can also put a wrench on these. You can put a crescent wrench or an adjustable wrench on these flats as well. So if it's in an area where you've got tight space and your ratchet won't quite work, then you can actually put a wrench on the flats of these sockets and get yourself out of a bind. So that's pretty unique to Milwaukee, is those 4 flat sides on each socket. These ratchets are 90 tooth ratchets in both the 3/8 and the 1/4 inch. So very slight turn. So obviously 4 degrees, 360 degrees divided by 90 will give us a 4-degree swing. So to engage the next tooth takes a very small amount of turning to do so. And I do like the shallow design of the head itself, as well as even the directional lever to switch directions, whether you're going on or off or right or left. So again, get a nice shallow profile of that directional lever to keep that from getting in the way when you're in those tight situations. You also get a very beefy elliptical design here at the end, so easy to grasp and comfortable in the hand if you're putting a lot of pressure on it, as well as easy to clean off with that all chrome finish. And the 1/4 inch pretty much mimics that. Same thing with directional lever, as well as the slim head on it and the all chrome design. The sizes on these sockets are laser etched in the chrome. Not sure how long that will last. It is on 2 sides. So on the opposite sides of the actual sockets, you can read the laser etching on there. So time will tell as far as how long that's going to last. I love their Shockwave impact sockets there. They have a deep painted design where it kind of protects the sizing, but not the case on these chrome sockets. On the PACKOUT system in general, we have a nice rubber seal around the lid that's going to keep any water and dust out of here, and that's going to mesh with this raised lip right here to again engage that rubber seal to keep things nice and air and water tight. Now each of these sockets are 6-point sockets, so none of these are 12-point. So whether it's shallow well or deep well, you get the 6-point design, as well as you get the relief here cut into each one of the corners that's going to ensure that you're actually biting on the flats of the fastener and not on the points and rounding those points out or rounding those points off. So again, those reliefs cut in each one of these corners is ensuring that the bite is happening right here on the flats, on the large part of that fastener and the socket, and that's both on the shallow well design as well as the deep well design, and also in the 1/4 inch and the 3/8. Okay, let's close this up and wrap up this review and talk about some pricing and warranty. We're really getting a lot of use out of these mounting plates for these PACKOUT systems. It was something that I really didn't see us using until I really started thinking about it and how we may be able to utilize these mechanic sets in the PACKOUT system and using those mounting plates. By the way, this 32-piece set right here, as well as my riv nuts or rivet nuts or nut inserts, whatever you want to call that. This is my kit here with my, my rivet gun. It doesn't fit in there, but this little PACKOUT box right here is full of all the rivet nuts and all the nut inserts, and that lives right up here on top of this toolbox on a mounting plate, along with this 32-piece set as well. So again, really utilizing these mounting plates in conjunction with the PACKOUT system, even in a mechanics world. Now, you may look at this and go, you know what, but I don't work out of, little small kits. I work out of a toolbox. I get that. But I'm sure that if you're wrenching every day, you're probably the guy that everybody calls. Can you help me with my boat? Can you help me with my truck? Can you help me with my race car? What have you. So these are really nice kits to just grab off that mounting plate, throw it in the truck. You may even have a mounting plate in your truck or car or what have you, but easy to just grab these kits and go. Now let's talk about pricing and warranty. Now the smaller kit here, the 32-piece and 28-piece sets, depending on whether you get the SAE or the metric, they're going to run you about $120 is kind of what retail is, but I have seen them for I think $110. Now stepping up to a 106-piece set, which is more than double as far as number of tools, the retail on that is $299. However, I've seen it for $249 for quite a while, so you can find these for $250. So you're more than doubling the cost, but you're getting a lot more than double the tools because you're getting a complete set of 1/4 inch drive tools in both deep well and shallow well. Now yes, you're not, or no, you're not getting 2 3/8 drive ratchets. However, so you're shorted 1 3/8 drive ratchet. As far as the rest of it, you're just kind of getting in addition to. So a little less than double the price, you're getting way more than double the tools, and quite frankly, just a lot handier set to have the metric and the SAE and your 1/4 inch all in one box. Warranty on these, all the mechanics hand tools from Milwaukee are lifetime guaranteed. So it doesn't matter how long you've had it, what happens to it, they're going to replace those, no questions asked. Again, it's the Milwaukee 106-piece PACKOUT mechanics tool set. Model number or kit number on that is the 48-22-9486. Check it out for yourselves. Cost again is going to be somewhere between $250 and $300 with a lifetime warranty. Also, would you keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter? If you don't mind, would you hit that like button and even subscribe if you're not already, but only if you liked our video. If you hated our video, as always, give us a thumbs down. But would you let us know in the comments why? Have a great day. Keep smiling.